Hi guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. Today, before I start, I'd like to say a very quick hello and welcome to Cheyenne from, I think it's Caulfield or Canfield Handcrafted Soaps, who just joined us. I didn't know your name before, Cheyenne. I know that we'd spoken, but now I know your name. Hello. And to Mel Grace as well, who's joined our journey since the last video. Welcome aboard. Today I'm just going to do a little bit more work in this and that, here and there, and out and about. These are the 3 journals I'm working on at the moment. One's a custom order and 2 will be for sale in my Etsy store. So as you know, the request was that it was going to be like a kind of a keepsake scrapbooky type journal for a lady going back to France who's been in England, and just to be filled with kind of Englishy things for her to remember her stay by. She teaches English, so loves literature, and so I've done a Jane Austen. Well, I'll show you what I've done. Into the books, the signatures are complete. So I have I took apart the poetry book with the beautiful sort of vintage images of different cities and bits and pieces of England. And poets. That's the first signature. So this is in this and that. And so I've got some lots of writing space, but also, pictures and bits of ephemera that will be. Oh, that is beautiful. This is a book I have of sort of like Victorian gardens, and it's just beautiful. So I popped that's dotted in all around. All through the book, as well as vintage fabric type pages as well, and I will be popping some vintage fabric in too. So that's the first signature on that one, and then I've got a Jane Austen signature as well in each of them. This is a portrait of Jane Austen. This was, I did put a description in somewhere. It's from a book that I picked up. What did I do with it? I got it on the back. I thought I did stick it somewhere in there as to who. I think it might be painted by her sister, Cassandra. Anyway, I will find out more about that. So that's Hampshire, and that's where she was brought up. Got some vintage, a book all about the English counties, as well as English furniture, bits and pieces from her literature and artwork. That's that one. Is this the one I'm working on? And it has a third as well, which is birds and flowers. Birds and flowers. So that's that one, and here and there, that's the same format again. I'm doing this one. Is it here? And this one's called Out and About. This one here, and I have the same again. So you've got the counties, the Jane Austen, and I thought I'd switch the camera on very briefly and share with you my process really for selecting my pages for the floral. I must say, guys, I'm a bit flustered, only because I started this and the family, although they knew I was recording, were very noisy, so I had to scrub it and start again. So we're kind of, I'm sorry if I sound a bit disjointed, I kind of started and had to stop and whatever. Anyway, so the idea is that each signature has 25 pages, and I've prepared a selection of, this is going to be the cover. This is going to be the cover. Lots of Edith Holden, little bits of from the British Book of Birds, that I'm going to do a pocket with, I think. I originally planned to do quite a bit of sewing, but the more I've come across, started to put the book together, I like the idea of just sort of sticking things together, pinning things in, as if when pottering around on travels around England, you pick things up that you really like bits of fabric and so on and so forth, and you just pop them in your book. Because not all of us carry a sewing machine around with us, do we, when we're journaling? So that's going to be the centre spread from Edith Holden. Absolutely gorgeous. So here we go. Here we go. The measurements on this, the maximum width for the page will be 15.5, and I think it's about 22.5 long. So they've all been cut and measured, and here we go. So I started off with this. It's a piece of scrapbooking paper, but I really liked that design on it, and I thought it went really well with the vintage sort of fabric image on the back. Isn't that gorgeous? So let's pop this here. And the first thing I thought of to start off would be to go in, when you open it up, keeping the same colour palette, would be to go for this Edith Holden. And what I've decided to do is most probably tone down this pink with a little bit of Tim Holtz distress ink. I might as well show you how I do that now. I have a few that I tried to keep together. That's called aged mahogany, but it's quite a nice burgundy-ish. Let's just do it now, shall we, and see how it works. I was working with it, and you see that, how lovely it is. And let's just over. Just, I think I like that. Just, I think, take that down that little bit, so it's not so garish when you open up. It's not so different. Not so different. And I might actually even edge. Okay. Might even edge that a little bit later. So pop that in. I think that looks a little bit better, doesn't it? There you go. Right. So you open up, that's what you get. And then I thought we could go for a little bit of journaling page. This is from a writing set, and if you can see, it's got a little pattern in it, just from a writing set I picked up from a from a charity shop it was. So that might be nice to open up to, and I'll probably do some stamping or something on here. It's for another day, another video. And I also I saved quite a few of these poems, well, quite a few of these poems from the poetry section. This one says To Meadows, and this one is English Wildflowers, and I thought that's really quite appropriate for this signature. And I washi together this from the Royal Horticultural Diary that I tea stained quite heavily, and I thought that would be nice for this signature. And we have, so let's go for something to write on. This is the, if you can see, from the stamp collector's book. And this is, I got as far as this on the last video, to be fair, the music paper. And the idea is, I think that could look quite nice with that, maybe a bit of washi. So you want to build up layers and think about how things look when you open the page. And that was the other thing I thought was quite nice, blackberrying. And then it's got that beautiful image on it. So I tea dyed that from the poetry book, and then found this in another book. I might, while I do the flick through of all of them, I'll try and get all the books together that I've been using. This is from a writing set, and this is one of my bird books. It's an uneven page, but not to worry. I try to fold it this way so that you've got the birds on either. And so you open that like that. I'll probably have some stamping or washi, something to trim here. Okay, that's as far as we got. So then we're going to have a little hint of the English oak tree there, as we, and maybe some lined paper that way. So the idea is, again, so I've got, this is from the English Oxford Book of Flowers. And I thought I'd back that onto here. Just, you get the feeling that as you, okay, I'm looking for 25 pages in each signature, so it'll be 75 altogether. 75 altogether, and then that'll be 150 front and back, won't it? That's from an addressed book. And again, so we've also got a couple of these. Let me just show you. These are from the, I had an order from the works. This is a few weeks back now, and I got these little paper blocks, and they were about £1.50, I think, in the sale. So I thought what I've done with the others is on the other signatures, which I'll look for a bigger page. So I kind of did it like that and then opened it up. So yeah, let's get a bigger page, maybe on a music page. Should we get a music page? Have I got one on the go? Maybe not. Or did I have a music? Ah, yes. Let's pop that there. What do you think? Almost looks a bit like an envelope. Now I've got another music page here. What I thought I would do is make a little pocket. Let's make a little pocket and pop some lace, which, let's pop a little bit of lace on it. I've got this one here, I think. You'll see, or maybe a bit of washi or a bit of fabric. Ah, tell you what, because it's, just to remind you, it's got that vintage fabric on the front. So what I might do is, talk about yourselves, or yourselves, should I say. Why don't we cut a little bit of this? Oh, did I do it already? Oh, Mummy, you're on fire. I make a tab. So I folded this, I've measured it, and folded it like so. I'm just going to glue it, and I shall pop the tab in like that. That'll look really quite pretty. So I'm just going to glue it down the sides. And I'll make a pocket on each side then. I'm not doing loads of pockets in this, to be honest. I'm going to pin things in, which I think is going to be a nice, with the vibe that I'm after. I might glue some things in as well, like fabric flips and things. I may well glue in, and staple. I'll probably do another video as I do that. I might staple tabs in and fabric flips, because again I want the vibe of, oh no, I've got glue everywhere. Oh, never do. I want the vibe where, you know, she's pottering around and adding things to her little stash as she goes. So I might just pop a little bit of that glue just there. That's not good. I'll probably get it everywhere now, won't it? And I think I will. Let's do the same here for a tiny one. Oh! Oh my word. That's a bit excessive, isn't it? Getting to the bottom of this sorry to all you professional journal makers. I apologise for the atrocity you see with me committing with this glue, but you know, it is what it is. And I think I might do a bit of do you have a little tab just there? No, not that one. Not that one. Let's say this one. And again, so we'll pop that like that. I still need frame. I was going to sew this, but I think I'll just stick it with a Fabri-Tac, and you get the gist. Oh, 15:47. Right, we don't want this to go on for too much longer, to be fair. I know I whinge on about it, but I'm so tired of having to wait hours to upload them. It's horrendous. Been an absolute mare. Oh, let's have that there, I think. And what else have we got? Oh yes, this was from the do you know these little lovelies were from that little haul that I picked up just the other day when I got those beautiful vintage cards. So this little, I just thought I like that particularly, and this only because it's like a field note type, you know, vibe where she's out and about and says, oh, I saw this on that particular day, this flower or that bird. Now I'm wondering if this, so here we go guys, here we go. Here we go. That's still drying, is it? Yeah. It's going to be quite nice. So we'll pop it where we'll have a little bit of interest. Ah, that could be quite nice just here. That could be quite nice just there, like so. And I could pop something in, and something could be quite nice here against that plain page. Now I've refolded this in a different place. What are we doing? Let's put my stamp folder in, my stamp. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I think we're there. I think, guys, we are there. I'll pop that in like that. Now, have I got this on the right? Have I got that on the right one? Let's close it up and see how that looks, because I might have to go away and do some trimming. I think I will. I've slightly miscalculated. Was it on that side? Was it on this side? Was that on that side? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just about, and this is a little bit short, to be honest, about 5 mil short. So I have to have the lace trim on the front here, which you'll probably see in the next video, because I don't really want to go over 20 minutes, which is now 19 minutes and 19. So it's that. Nearly there, guys, nearly there. So I'm off to trim or refold this little bit here, pop the lace on the front there, and there you have the floral and bird signature for out and about. There you go. hope you've enjoyed this, guys. If you're new and you like, please like and subscribe. If you don't, just don't. I won't be offended. I'll see you in the next video where we'll be looking at the ephemera, working on that. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.